against the guard.
And turrets dealt with on both sides. Alarm bot down as the wall goes up. This A site gonna be cut off quite a bit, valyn. Gonna help the team get on through. It's Tex with the dash, and for now, FaZe, they're just looking to group up and play as 5.
And with the ult together as well, when you have this hardware utility, it becomes so much easier to take this A-side control. Similar to what we've seen maybe in some scenarios for that Neon, but the hardware is going to do exactly the same without a wall early on. It's a 5v5.
Good jiggle there from Trent. Information, babybay to be stunted in his tracks. His baby door now under fire, and Trent understands that he's not in the best of positions. His wall's about to go down as well. This one should fall. The players from the other side. It's Rossy take down his counterpart. Now Net gonna try his hand, but FaZe swift here in the retake, but Net gets back too. Here on the site, unfortunately, it doesn't matter. Net falls to the snake bite. JonahP falls to his counterpart. And in the first real round is Tex aggressively out. Oh my god, things get awkward for a second. They high-five, they bump hips, and now the guard are finally starting to find some kills. babybay inside all of the cloud coverage. Unfortunately, those skies will be cleared, and Tex will take down his counterpart. An explosive start to the round here out towards this A site, and FaZe find themselves with only 2 remaining.
1 enemy remaining.
This is finally what it feels like the start for the guard on this map. Should be able to take care of Rossy. Really easy gonna be hiding. Forest tree angle. The guard here set up for success on their first round. 3-1 is gonna be a flawless as well.
This is a big map. Yeah, and you're running out of time. If you want to try and guess this one, you have to do it right now. But babybay looking to make the decision for them. 2 players fall to the hands of the king. And just like that, the guard now reeling in it. And not too sure how they want to try and close out this round. JonahP, fortunately, has assumed the B site, so no defenders here, only attackers. As the swamp comes out, the B site completely covered. Jonah gonna go for some more, but Phantom Moment, he's down to 10 HP. Supa cues up the blind, sends that one across. I mean, the Cove will keep him up short for just a second, but valyn's on the other side, and he's been taken down, so it's 10 HP. The Viper who's been chipped away. The decay is there, but the bodies aren't for the guard. FaZe have done it, a beautiful retake, but it all started with in all the util still available here. Supa just cues up the paranoia, looking to play contact off of Rossy, who's been taken down. Here comes a blind. 2 players. Too many for Supa, so the shots go wide. He'll back away, gonna try and sneak off the site. Up in hand, and he does. Tuck away safely into the corner. So the site, it's been given up to the guard, but a player ahead or FaZe. And they'll be looking to play retake. That spike yet to be planted. Finally, it will go down. Wait, they're not giving him but a moment here. They've already pushed all the way through. Quickscope comes through. babybay almost next up as he sends one back. And the guard have somehow done it. A player down. Anybody has a place to recommend for trying to try a double-decker sandwich?
No, I would not eat that.
Very well. How about, how about eating a couple of bullets? Supa sends some rounds right into the IGL of the guard. Trent gonna try and get one back, but it's just so quick. The extremities, unless they want to do something crazy, but we've seen them put a lot of pressure this way. Usually looking to either deal with the utility or keep a player here on the site, and that's exactly what they do this time around. Those nanoswarms get popped. Trent's out on an island here, but he wins the fight. Dicey was not ready for the angle out towards Bend. Now valyn on the cross, poised. Won't quite find the shots, and we match pit for pit as poised just sneaks away from it. That spike will go down with 10 seconds on the clock, but so will Trent. The pit will fall behind it, and the guard, they've backed away from it all. But there's only 3 players alive.
It's a 4v3, but the guard have won these before, and now they're going to make things even. It's possible for them. The time's slowly running out. All the delay as well. Kill utility. Gonna be doing just that.
And Net once more. Lower in HP. Tries to take another fight. Unfortunately, loses it to the guard. Remain a player down. The high tide will block a couple of the angles. JonahP gets one back with the pop flash through. He doesn't expect a player on the box, and he can't even deal with the one right next to him. Unfortunately for FaZe, it seems they've just run out of time as babybay will hop onto the spike momentarily, but it doesn't matter. The guard have done enough. Valyn play from the guard.
Yeah,
kind of keeping FaZe on their toes.
30 seconds left.
It's good that they go for it, and it's also something that you have to be expecting. And is once again read so well by valyn.
The rest of the map, I mean, very passive hold out towards C. Trent wasn't even on the site. Net slowly working his way back towards B, but FaZe do what FaZe do best. They put a couple of players on their front foot. They send them forward to deal with Net. It goes 1 for 1. The trades continue back and forth. A good flash, but Tex will find the kill, and Poised is gone. Now it's all up to Supa and Dicey as we encroach inside the clutch territory just about for the Omen. And what a round this would be to find the clutch for themselves, trying to deal with the utility on the spike. Dicey, first one up here, and they're just going to stick that one. They try and spam it, but they're out of bullets. They're forced to reload. Trent will hold down the defuse, and the round will go the way of the guard. And it seems like the guard are so comfortable in giving up this B site. They want to corral FaZe here in the retake. So aggression out towards C. They post up here on the A site, and B site's open. It allows for the plant. And all 10 players still alive here on the server. 5 of which for the guard are all top side. Nobody really looking to play this crunch. Rossy still disassociated from the play for now. 3 players looking to push through the 7th position. They're waiting on that valyn utility. They'll finally get it. Now they look to push on through. 2 players in his face, and Poised will cut him down. Make it 3 before Trent will finally answer back. But it's the 2 Ts here for the guard. They're running out of time. They have to try and find a way back on into it. Sure, the util is still up, but there's a player out towards Link, and it's Rossy and babybay to cap it off. FaZe will finally get around on the attack.
And every single one of these players to Rossy.
All stacked up. Not a heap of util to delay here. Good paranoia. It's going to allow babybay into the back lines. The Omen Grape just behind it. Dark cover down. Both waterfall and backhauls blocked off, and there it is. A very familiar scene where FaZe are allowed the site and the guard want to play retake.
Welcome to my world.
You're gonna back half, but now there's a Viper's Pit to deal with for this out of FaZe.
Rossy's got to go. Got to reposition. Does find his way back into the pit, though, so this one will stand, and he's pretty safe, so no spam to be found as babybay will play the close angle. 2 players out towards Mound, gonna now try and fight on the side. Meanwhile, they push through the pit, and babybay will capitalize. Rossy with the snake bite down will deal with Trent. JonahP and valyn in a tough spot to try and play not only retake, but defuse, and they realize it's a little too tough, so they'll walk away with their credits and weapons in hand and concede the round to FaZe. babybay does not have superpowers, so FaZe will set their eyes out towards this B site once more. Util still here, so that will need to be dealt with. See if Net looks to get aggressive as that smoke goes down. Nanoswarm
In time.
both teams at bay. We got 10 seconds left on the clock. Net just has to try and play stall to secure this round. And the lurk and Supamen, he's been spotted. That spike won't even get planted as JonahP pops through and pops some grapes. And FaZe, Rossy, the last one standing, allowed to live for now. We'll take one with them. 3 kills on the round, make it 4. It's not worst case scenario, but it is up there. It's top 5 worst buys to have in a 9-12 game on the attack of Lotus. Fortunately, babybay has those knives still alive, looking to get aggressive. Spike in hand for Rossy, and with that plant, he's going to be awarded that Viper's Pit. So that swamp goes down, and we'll see how the guard pilot this one. Last time it was not successful in their retake. This time, we've got options.
Precise.
The lurk here is good, but they know the Net is here already. Yeah, because
That's
of
a big
that expected
kill.
shot down.
Yeah, big kill there. Net could not get more than 1. So dealt with there as the flash goes through. babybay holding the close angles with the knives, a right click away from finding himself a body.
Yeah.
But the guard are backing it up. Yep,
Wow.
they'll give it away.
The lockdown. The push FaZe once again. You go for a different approach, but now it is their turn. 40 seconds remaining. Lockdown on the attacking side coming through. Now there's no utility to deal with. Should be a little easier, but never mind. Net taking care of Dicey.
Wow, and just not
30
expecting it.
seconds
And
left.
it's such a great play from Net because you cannot afford to chase this player detained. So he sacrifices his freedom to be able to find that kill and bring it down to just 2, or 3, excuse me, a 2-player lead for the guard. This time, bolstered up just a bit stronger. This would push us to overtime if FaZe could win the 3v5. And it's a cloud burst down. It's an op shot to go wide. It's valyn to find the first, and the guard want to do it flawlessly, and that's exactly what they'll do. A close map 1, but the guard will take it to claim an early lead.
Flawless.
And the guard getting the first map
Defenders
here
win.
of the series between them and FaZe. And even though it was the favorites for this map specifically because of the amount of times that they played it and how good they look. To guarantee at least a map number 3 for these series.
An awkward time in the pause as that barriers go down with 2 seconds left on the timer. And with that, we hop out the pause, and the guard are already right in the face of the defense. Forced away is Dicey. He's going to try and play close once more. A couple of right clicks later, he'll find his kill, but JonahP there on the trade. A beautiful shock dart from Rossy, though, and that's exactly what we talked about. Give this guy the comfortability, and he will find the value. He eventually does get traded out, but it's Trent and valyn and find themselves the last 2 alive. A right click to the head, a left click to the body. valyn, the lone survivor here on the island, and I think he's about to get voted off. It'll be Supa and Poised. Supa puts in his vote. Unfortunately, 1 not enough. valyn, maybe feeling a bit too comfortable in this. It was scary for a second, but...
The North man coming through, but it has to be expected. That is why the entirety of the defense just playing back. You know, when the North man is coming through, it's gonna be the B hit more often than not, so... Guard as well with the early pick, looking good. As we take the first round into this map number 2. The spike's gonna be planted.
And you see the proficiency there in the take, even in just like the duelist play from Tex. He's a little ahead of the play. JonahP says, hey, I'm gonna flash. He's still ahead of the team. He doesn't slow down, he doesn't stop. He just looks away from the flash himself. No danger, so he couldn't be punished. Nobody to punish on the opposite side, but he stays alive and finds a kill through the smoke. And now we go lockdown for lockdown, unfortunately, for Dicey. I mean, I guess this one, it keeps the players at bay on the site, but not much more than that. Because we got the lockdown on the opposite end, FaZe are just forced to back away from this when the guard reared up to finally find their first round here of Ascent. That did not come for free. A couple of ultimates used, and a couple of kills on the way out as babybay will save the op, but the guard are finally on the board. Right, the experience.
They turn it around.
Yep, they turn it around. They got it done in a pretty convincing fashion. That was on Vine, which was quite some time ago, and that map's no longer in the pool. But we're seeing it here on Ascent. Tex, however, will take the site. valyn will join him. That turret still gonna get some extra damage, so padding the numbers there. Damage per round. Going over to Dicey, it's a bit higher. We go no command, boys. Now wants to get aggressive, narrowly missing the opportunity to fight Tex as he drops on down. Look at this Hunter's Fury, though, from Trent. This guy just doesn't miss. 3 players affected by that, and this retake gets that much harder.
The damage as well, the utility as always for Trent on point for the Hunter's Fury, but it doesn't get any kills, though.
No kills, just good damage, and nobody's actually able to capitalize on anything else as Trent and valyn will hold on for a moment. Finally, the util finds its way back through. Trent does it once more. Looks to take this duel, and it's a hand spotted and a couple of bullets through the wall. babybay 6 feet under his poise will try and fight his way out of this one. Another tap on the spike means no time to defuse, and Poise will try and walk away from it all. See if they keep it going here as they've put a few rounds in a row themselves. This next round here, round number 9 for the lead, as babybay can go up and over the top. The Hunter Fury does not reveal, but the knives will be just enough. Pinpoint accuracy to the body of Trent. Finds the info initiator down.
And Trent hearing the push, but not able to react in time. So Rossy gonna capitalize from it even more. 2 kills.
1 enemy remaining.
For the Soba, as FaZe shut it down completely. It's time to run. Back to mid, back to the A side, and again, it's so good because Rossy waiting on the other side with an Odin as well.
That smoke
damage onto Tex.
just in time. Recon bolt also just in time, but a fragment at his feet, and Rossy has to back away. He still gets 1. They walked the guard into the lion's den, that lion being Rossy. As he mounts his attack once more, Poised battles back for another Trent, neutralized to only 1. As that Hunter Fury goes wide, it doesn't find a whole lot. We find ourselves equal across the board. Nanoswarms are down, spike is planted, 3v3 is where we're at.
Relying on that delay with net. Best chance here, 3v3. Rossy so low for the side of FaZe, but so is JonahP.
babybay heard.
Swarm grenade out.
Net gonna go out on the angle. Spots the barrel, no way, almost gives it over to him. babybay goes up, but what goes up must come down. But while that was happening, it's all left into the hands of Dicey. But needs to work his way forward. Sure, JonahP is low, but net is so darn healthy. And the guard have done it. They battled back for one more at the end of the half. 7-5 is where we flip.
There's a line in the meantime towards mid. Yeah, babybay gets the first one. Text there to react though. He's gonna be slowed down.
Oh, balance. No way. No way. They walk into market. Backs turned.
The distraction.
I mean, that's the worst moonwalk I've ever seen. That's the worst moonwalk I've ever seen. They thought they had it all for free because you had two players on the site, and it was anything but free. Rossy just dodges out on a couple of shots sent by net. Smoke to one side, Nano Swarm down. Now they're gonna look to push on through. No help yet for Rossy as he tries to take the fight, and it's only half HP, and the guard have done it. They take away the round. FaZe. Recon Bolt won't be available. Look at the long con being played. Net gonna go up the site. Off that utility, hope to do a bit of damage. That Superman hops away. Meanwhile, JonahP slowly bringing up the rear and through main.
The damage is good as well, but 4v4 and the weapons here that can be a difference maker for the side of FaZe. Have to play in sight.
Here comes that retake. Paranoia out. Nobody to deal with the recon bolt. It doesn't matter though, FaZe. They plant their feet and they say, you can know where we're at. We're still going to find these kills. We're still going to win the fights, and that's exactly what they do. As Trent goes for some spam once more, but he's just about out of bullets. Now it looks like they'll lean out towards A. They don't have a lot of time to do it, and there's 3 defenders here.
Yeah, the call is good. The guard never moved from these positionings towards A side. We were actually expecting it to end up towards A.
Wow, the spam on through. I mean, this is every Sova player's dream as Tent does it again. He's Trent starting to heat up here, and he doesn't stop in just the last 2 rounds. A flawless round for the guard as
cover going out.
30 seconds left.
Guard, stalwart. They don't give up anything just yet. 0 point. Clears out market. Trent full util and ready to spam with Odin in hand. Instead, it's a Hunter. Shuri, but he'll split the uprights for now. Won't quite find the mark. Lockdown. Try and force the defenders, well, to be detained, but they're going to try and fight their way through it first before they go down to the lockdown. It will fight for a couple of kills, but things are even. Trent was detained, the only one who survived the onslaught out towards the B site. Now Tex and Net work once more as a dynamic duo to try and close us out here. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, it's a low Supa. It's a low poised. And the spike continues to tick. 0 point comes out. Suppressed are the players now. No util available. It's all about the gunfights and the low HP. They just might win them out. The shots go high. And Supamen hangs on for FaZe. This is where you start to get worried, especially if you're the guard.
Bye.
Maybe FaZe have you figured out.
Turret destroyed.
Fortunately, if you're FaZe, that's not how you want to get started. Bird goes down, and in that death of Dicey basically confirms the hit here out towards the A site. Poised will deal with net. The operator. And then no command just behind it. First shot goes wide. JonahP gonna try his hand, and he catches babybay looking the wrong way. The op shot goes wide, but JonahP, the heartthrob, takes matters into his own hands and closes out the series. The guard hop back on their horse after a 2-0 victory of FaZe, and they start to march forward.